Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol GST. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Done this analysis in the past. However, after today's price movement, back to the drawing board in some senses. Going into today, there was no doubt about it. The price had actually been making a very nice move, but that whole move there was just a dead cat bounce. It was a false move. There was no true strength behind it. What gives me the right to say that? Well, I hope we can all agree that given that the price is now here, and then you correspond that back to where it was, movements with true power don't go back to where they started, let alone even lower than where they all started. So that's why I would say that move there is pretty factual in the sense of that was a dead cat bounce. There wasn't any true power behind it. Now, what does create an interesting scenario for this chart is where it's sitting right now in terms of the rough day after today, and that is right here at the 12-cent mark. Why is 12 cents interesting? Well, taking a trip down memory lane, you can see that on a couple different occasions, there we go, both there and there, that area provided very nice support. In fact, in both of those scenarios, there were very nice bounces that followed. Nice bounce there, very nice bounce right there. So is that guaranteeing a bounce is going to occur right here? No, there's no such thing as a guarantee. But would it be shocking to see some sort of bounce given it's occurred a couple times from that level before? No, it wouldn't be shocking. But that's why you always got to use risk control and risk management, because the market is not filled with for sures or guarantees. But it's at least worth keeping an eye on, because that's what makes this setup very interesting. Is it's now sitting literally right at a very historic level of support that, like I said, has produced some bounces in the past. Now, if the price pulls back some more, the next key level of support would then be right around the 10.5 cent mark. So going into next week, 12 cents and 10.5 cents, two initial areas of support. As far as resistance is concerned, key level going to be right up there at 14.5 cents if there's any sort of worthwhile bounce. So we'll see what happens with it. Yeah, depending on where you bought, pretty rough day. But if you're not even in yet, then from a trading perspective and an overall chart perspective, it's sitting at some historic levels. So let's see if it can get any sort of bounce or not next week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.